Right now, as you're watching this, there's an invisible force controlling every financial decision you make. It whispers in your ear when you see a price tag. It tightens your chest when you think about investing. And it sabotages your success before you even try. This force was planted in your mind decades ago, when you were just a child, and it's been running your financial life ever since. Before we dive in, I want to be clear that this video is for educational and informational purposes only. I'm not a licensed therapist or financial advisor. If you're dealing with serious trauma or mental health concerns, please reach out to a qualified professional. What I'm sharing today are insights and practices that have helped thousands of people, but they're not a substitute for professional help when needed. Your childhood money story is still being written in your adult bank account. Every time your parents argued about bills, every time you heard, "We can't afford that," every time money was used as a weapon or withheld as punishment, these moments didn't just pass by. They carved neural pathways in your developing brain that still fire today, 30, 40, 50 years later. Think about it. When you were 7 years old and your mom sighed heavily while paying bills, your nervous system didn't understand economics. It understood that money equals stress, money equals danger, money equals conflict. When your dad came home angry after a bad day at work and money was mentioned, your child mind connected money with anger, with unpredictability, with love being withdrawn. These aren't just memories. They're active programs running in the background of your subconscious mind, influencing every financial decision you make as an adult. Let me tell you about Emily, a successful lawyer who came to one of my workshops. She was making 6 figures, but couldn't spend money on herself without feeling physically sick. She'd buy groceries and feel guilty for choosing the organic option. She'd see something she wanted and immediately talk herself out of it, even though she could easily afford it. As we explored her childhood, she remembered her mother's constant phrase, "Money doesn't grow on trees, young lady." Every time little Emily wanted something, this phrase would come out, accompanied by a look of stress and disappointment. Emily's nervous system learned that wanting things related to money was wrong, selfish, and caused the people she loved to suffer. At 42, Emily was still that little girl being told she was asking for too much. Then there's James, who grew up in a household where money conversations happened behind closed doors in hushed, worried tones. His parents never fought about money in front of him, but he absorbed their anxiety anyway. As an adult, James made good money, but lived in constant fear of financial ruin. He checked his bank account obsessively, saved everything, and couldn't enjoy the fruits of his labor because somewhere deep inside, he was still that little boy sensing his parents' hidden financial terror. These stories aren't unique. We all carry invisible money wounds from childhood. The question isn't whether you have them, it's whether you're ready to heal them. Your money trauma shows up in predictable patterns. Maybe you're an overspender, using purchases to fill an emotional void that was created when love was conditional on good behavior. Maybe you're an under-earner, unconsciously limiting your income because growing up, wealthy people were portrayed as greedy or evil. Maybe you're a money hoarder, gripping tightly to every dollar because scarcity was the dominant energy in your childhood home. Here's what's crucial to understand. Your child mind made these decisions to keep you safe. If money caused conflict in your family, your subconscious decided that having less money would equal more safety, more love, more peace. If money was scarce, your nervous system learned to be hypervigilant about every expense. If money was used to control or manipulate, you learned to either rebel against it or become controlled by it. But you're not that child anymore. You have the power to rewrite these stories, to heal these wounds, and to create a new relationship with money that serves your adult self. Practice 1. The childhood money meditation. Find a quiet space and close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths and allow yourself to drift back to your childhood home. Don't force any specific memory, just let whatever comes up be present. Now, gently ask yourself, what was the energy around money in my childhood home? Was it stressful, secretive, conflictual, abundant, scarce? Notice what feelings arise in your body. Don't judge them, just observe. If you feel tension, where do you feel it? If you feel sadness, let it be present. If you feel anger, acknowledge it. Now ask, what did I learn about money from watching my parents? What did I learn about my own worthiness to receive? What did I learn about what it means to want things? Spend 5 minutes in this space, just listening to what your inner child wants to tell you about money. You might be surprised by what emerges. Practice 2. Rewriting your money story. Take out a journal and write down the completion to these sentences. In my family, money was. When I wanted something as a child, I usually felt. I learned that people with money were. I learned that people without money were. The message I received about my own worthiness to receive was. Now, read what you've written and ask yourself, are these beliefs serving my adult life? Do I want to carry these stories forward? For each limiting belief you've identified, write a new, empowering truth. For example, old story. Money is the root of all evil. New story. Money is a tool I can use for good in the world. Old story. I don't deserve nice things. New story. I deserve abundance and beauty in my life. Old story. Money causes conflict. New story. Money can bring peace and security when managed with wisdom. Practice 3. The inner child money healing. This is the most powerful practice, so give yourself time and space for it. Imagine yourself as a child, around the age when your strongest money memories were formed. See this little version of you sitting in front of you now. This child is carrying all the confusion, fear, and pain around money that you absorbed back then. Now, as your wise adult self, what does this child need to hear about money? What would have changed everything if someone had said these words to you back then? Speak directly to your inner child. You might say something like, "Sweet child, money isn't scary. You are safe. You are worthy of abundance. It's okay to want things. You don't have to choose between love and money. You can have both." Visualize yourself holding this inner child, reassuring them, letting them know that the adult you has learned how to navigate money in healthy ways. Promise this child that you'll make financial decisions from wisdom, not from fear. This practice might bring up emotions. Let them flow. Tears are often part of healing. Healing money trauma isn't a one-time event, it's a practice. Your old neural pathways took decades to form. And while they can change quickly with conscious effort, they also need consistent reinforcement. Start paying attention to your emotional reactions around money. When you feel that familiar tightness in your chest looking at a bill, pause and ask, is this my adult self responding? Or is this my wounded inner child? When you catch yourself in old patterns, whether that's overspending, under-earning, or hoarding, approach yourself with compassion. That part of you is just trying to keep you safe using strategies that once worked, but no longer serve. Begin making financial decisions from your healed, adult self, rather than your wounded child self. This means pausing before major financial decisions and asking, what would someone with a healthy relationship to money do in this situation. Remember, your relationship with money is ultimately your relationship with yourself. As you heal the wounds your inner child carries around worthiness, safety, and love, your external financial reality will begin to shift to match your internal transformation. You deserve financial peace. You deserve abundance. You deserve to make money decisions from wisdom rather than wound. Your childhood money story doesn't have to be your adult money reality. The power to rewrite that story is in your hands right now.